Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 14th. We are just going to jump in here, Libra. You have this hyena and you also have this cheetah card. So, I feel like something is happening very fast for you. Things are speeding up. The hyena can kind of represent laughing at some, I wouldn't say laughing at your misfortune, right? But it can represent kind of laughing at some of the challenges that maybe you've experienced in your life, or kind of like looking at them and being able to laugh at some of the things that you've been through. That could be helping you to, speed something up. I also have the word endurance popping into my head as well. So I feel that for a lot of you that you are just, it's like I feel like you're able to deal with a lot more in life, or something is popping into my head. I don't think this has come easily, at all, of course. It normally wouldn't. But I feel that. I also feel that some of you, it's almost like you feel like you've been on a race, or you've been like racing, trying to race towards something. But at the same time, I also feel that you are kind of like no longer taking part in the race. This Two of Swords, it didn't come out with the cards. It kind of just popped out. So we'll put it to the side and we'll just take it as a pop out here. I don't really do pop outs, but I don't know. It's kind of weird how it just like slid out on its own. But so we'll just keep the Two of Swords in mind here. But, again, it's almost like you've been racing to a finish line or something like that. And, I feel it's almost like you're saying, wait, I don't want to take part in the race. I want to kind of do my own thing. And we see that here. You have the Three of Wands, the World, and the Empress. The Empress is very independent. She doesn't really care what anyone thinks about her. She kind of creates her own abundance. She takes control of her own reality and does her own thing in life. And that's what I feel you're doing. Even here, we go up to the Nine of Swords, which is like a never-ending nightmare. It's like when you think about it, like a cheetah is basically like a beast of burden. It has to hunt to survive, right? And so it's like not an easy life to be a cheetah, or a hyena for that matter, right? They're always kind of like on the run, always hunting things and always looking for something to eat, right? And so I feel like some of you, it's almost like you feel like you've been on this hamster wheel, and I feel you're trying to get back to more of an Empress energy. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel that this is just saying you're trying to get to this place of being able to manifest abundance. It is interesting even that the Two of Swords came out, because, the Two of Swords is my card of third place solutions. She's only thinking that she has this or that. Like, she's only thinking that she has two options on how to live. But really, there's a third option. Really, there is a different way that she can do things, right? That would make her life a lot easier. That would be, that would make her life a lot more fulfilling. It's like, animals, just speaking of the cheetah as well, it's like if you were to set up a bait station somewhere, right, in the middle of Africa, and you were to drop a bunch of meat there every single day, and there were cheetahs in the area, the cheetahs would go to that meat and they would eat the meat instead of hunting. It's like, animals, no matter what, will always choose the path of least resistance. So, I don't know, it's like popping into my head where it's like, as humans, it's like we all kind of want something for nothing. It's like, why do you think get rich quick works so well, right? Why do you think people buy weight loss pills, right? It's because, as humans, we want to expend as little energy as possible to get the biggest result. And what's popping into my head is that I feel like there's a big result over here. On this island. But again, I'm not saying it's like a get rich quick thing, or some sort of magic pill or anything like that, but it's like an accomplishment. And it's almost as if you have been doing things the hard way for a very long time. So like, let's say you want love. I feel that some of you could be waking up to a much easier connection right here. And it's just something that you haven't seen before. Same thing in work. It's like, I'm not saying this is going to be easy. I don't want to make this sound like, again, I don't want to make this sound like a magic pill, right? But it's almost as if you are discovering some sort of magic pill. Again, I don't want to make this sound easier than it actually is going to be, but it's almost like maybe just you discovering another way to do things is what's going on here. You have this Three of Wands, which kind of says like, what are you waiting for? I feel for a lot of you, it's time to go on an adventure. I do feel like some of you are fearing an adventure. We go this way. Knight of Wands to the Five of Cups. The Knight of Wands is the adventure. Three of Wands, he's like looking at those ships, and he's wondering if he should get on those ships and go on an adventure on the Three of Wands. The Five of Cups is like, would be like regrets, making a mistake of doing something, like fearing that if you get on those ships that you're going to miss out on something else. But really, he needs to be grateful for these two cups, because then he gets this bridge and this castle. So Again, I really feel there's like a better solution or situation entering into your life when you are just thinking this or that with that Two of Swords that want to pop out. I don't know, it's kind of deep. Look at this. With the Three of Wands, you have the Two of Pentacles. You have a choice to make. You can stay where you are, or you can expand with the universe. You know, for some of you, this could be some sort of risk, like to move or travel or to do something, again, that you've never done before. I feel like it's going to be worth it, like totally worth it. With the World card, you have the Two of Wands. Yes, time to take the lead, time to get out into the world. You know, literally on the top of the Two of Wands, the guy is holding the world in his hands. It's time for you to take control, like, you know, take the world into your hands. With the Empress, you have the Three of Pentacles. I feel like there are people who want to help you as well. So, you know, again, this could be like a teamwork situation where people will help you accomplish your goals or accomplish whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish here. Next, in the area of what you need to hear right now, you have this Guy card. It says, trust that the universe has a better plan than you do. Right here. See, I knew that this card came out for a reason. That island behind her is a better plan. She just doesn't see it. She has a blindfold on. She's trying to protect her heart from being disappointed or hurt or whatever, but she needs to trust in the universe. You have this card that says, all the right things will come to you in the most unexpected ways. Yes, time of the unexpected. I think that's a little different than that. I think energetically, the energy right now isn't so much unexpected. It's more inspirational. Like, we have to follow our inspirations. You might have an idea to, you know, take some time off. You might have an idea to go on a vacation or do, you know, go watch a movie or whatever. So I've been telling people for weeks that I believe we really need to trust our inspirations right now. They're probably guiding us towards something better. You have the Judgment card, the Knight of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Again, decision. The Judgment card is waking up. So I feel like you're at least waking up to this new opportunity that is behind you on that Two of Swords. The Judgment card, these people are rising out of coffins. The coffin represents their old life. You know, outside the coffin is their new life. So they really need to get out of the coffin and stop repeating something. It's like if you stay in the coffin, it would just be repeating the past. So it's definitely time for you to look for new opportunity in life. You have the Knight of Wands. Again, Knight of Wands has a lot of desire. He really charges towards his desires, and he's willing to embrace mystery as well. He doesn't need to know all the little details of how something is going to work out. Sometimes I feel with the Three of Wands, it's like saying, what are you waiting for? You have this maybe a big goal, wish, or dream, something you want to accomplish. And Knight of Wands can be kind of like a clue that you need to, that you're overthinking. Let's put it that way. That you're like looking too much at the details instead of just seeing how things go, just getting started. You have the Two of Pentacles here again. So, you know, juggling. Two of Pentacles is a card of work hard, play hard. So I would make sure you're balancing your energy here, Libra. I'm also getting the word settlement. Every once in a while, I do feel that the Two of Pentacles can represent some sort of settlement. You know, it's kind of like a clue card to me. To me, that's not accurate tarot, but there are some cards in the tarot that I consider clue cards. They just represent something else. And what I would say is that the Two of Pentacles, I sometimes feel could be a settlement. If you're waiting for like an insurance payout, you know, any other type of payout, a loan, a settlement, a legal settlement, inheritance, something like that. I feel like there could be a settlement coming in for you here. But that's only for those of you that are waiting. With the Judgment card, you have the Nine of Cups. Yes, everything you wish for is right here on the on that other island. So don't be afraid to cross the choppy waters. There are choppy waters behind her, but she just needs to go through those choppy waters to get here. It's kind of like the Six of Swords. But with the Nine of Cups, it says that you're aligning with the energy. I feel like you're kind of, you are getting into alignment. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Empress again. A lot of repeating cards. So kind of like the universe saying I meant what I said. You have these two so far. You're like the second sign this week that's had a bunch of repeating cards, which is pretty weird. You might think that it happens a lot, but it really doesn't. So again, it's always weird to me when cards repeat, you know, in multiple readings. You have different cards than the other person had, but still just repeating cards. So a lot of abundance. With the Two of Pentacles, are you kidding? You have the Emperor here. So some of you, there is clearly a very solid love connection coming in for you. Could be a divine counterpart if you want love. And if you don't want love, and even if you do, those two can represent your energies coming together. Even the Two of Cups can be like you and your higher self. So it looks to me like maybe you're balancing your energies out. This could be making you more successful in life. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this peer card. It says, you decide, the choice is yours. The whole entire reading is about a choice. Pick the third choice, the Two of Swords. You have this life buoy, don't give up, help is on the way. Yeah, remember, Three of Pentacles, I feel there are people who are coming in who want to help you. But I would pick the new path. I would choose to end the Nine of Swords, whatever that is for you. You have the Nine of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Nine of Swords is a never-ending nightmare. It is like a round and round situation usually. Usually the Nine of Swords is kind of like going to bed, having a nightmare, waking up, being stuck in a nightmare. So I do feel it's time for you to end some sort of repeat nightmare, to get away from some sort of repeat nightmare that you've been having in your life. Again, this could be a person who's returning. You have the Judgment card here. Again, Venus retrograde, if you're going to make the mistake, make it during a retrograde, of course, because, I always tell people don't go back to exes, period. I don't think we should go back to exes, period. And trust me, I've made the mistake before, right? And it's been a mistake every single time. But what I would say here is that if you're going to do it during a retrograde, because then you'll just end it faster. But what I would say here is that, I feel this could be any type of repeat situation. You have the Two of Cups. I do feel that there is clearly new love coming in, going this direction here, something that's much more in alignment with who you are, and it could be a divine counterpart. I would also say that Two of Cups can be you and your higher self. So it could be your higher self is encouraging you to make this change over here on the Two of Swords, so that you can stand out in some way. You even have the Two Cups right here on the Temperance card. Those two cups, it's like when you mix together the energy of your higher self, which we can get information from our higher self through dreams, daydreams, meditation, signs, synchronicities, inspirations. When we put all that together and we bring it into the real world, then we are creating something with our higher self. This could be your higher self angel here. And I feel for a lot of you, you could be accomplishing a lot by tapping into that energy. Again, no regrets at this time with the Five of Cups. I feel like you need to let go of regrets because I feel like there's something so much better. Again, you have that card that literally says, what does it say? It says, trust the universe has a better plan than you do. That's the Five of Cups. You could be crying over spilt wine here when there's something much better that's going to lead to a permanent change, which is that Castle over here. So I kind of feel it is saying no regrets, let go of the past at this time, or any past mistakes or anything that you're regretting. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Three of Wands. Again, crazy repeating cards here. Again, right here. So if you are looking to end a situation, I feel it's time to make a change. Again, maybe you've been trying to get the same type of job for too long and you're not getting the job. I feel it's time to start looking for something different or look in a different area. Same thing in love. It's like maybe you meet everyone on, wherever you meet people, and now it's time to look somewhere else. With the Two of Cups, you have the Queen of Wands. You are clearly very attractive at this time here. I mean, showing up as the Empress. Queen of Wands, my card of seduction as well. So it doesn't matter what gender you are. You have the Empress twice. I feel like you could just be finding that you're getting a lot of attention. I, of course, believe that we are in a time of attention, and I also believe that we need to use attention positively. So I think that it is a time where we should try to get as much attention as we possibly can on, the things that we're working on or whatever, right? But make sure it's positive attention, not negative attention. With the Five of Cups, you have the Ace of Cups, your emotions overflowing, a lot of happiness coming in for you in this reading. So I feel like you're in for, a very happy change here. Especially with that Five of Cups. Look, how funny is this also? This guy here is making an offer to this person. It's like if you would turn around, I feel like you're going to see a much better offer with the Page of Cups here. So it doesn't have to be love. The Page of Cups, he's got that fish in that cup, and I always say he needs to grab onto that fish. It could be something that he's manifesting or wants to create in life. You have this parrot spirit, it says, watch your words. You have this peacock, it says, let it shine on it. So it seems, Lionsgate, whatever, it seems to me like we should be very, every single person has had something about needing to be very careful about the words that they use on themselves. Even the parrot would kind of represent the same thing. Oh yeah, I did say that. The peacock, I feel, is saying, if you have some sort of talent, gift, skill, or ability, I feel it's time to get attention on it. Again, it is a time of attention right now. Of course, we're going to see plenty of people doing things to get bad attention. I even just saw some video on YouTube that was like about all these TikTok people that have been arrested. I'm like, yeah, of course. They do stupid stuff, right? So don't get arrested, as I always say. But, if you have a way to get positive attention, then obviously, that's what you're going to want to do. You have the Temperance card, the Five of Wands, and the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups could be some sort of love offer coming in for you. So I do feel there could be like a solid love offer. For sure. It could be any sign, showing up as a water sign here, but I don't think it has to be a water sign. I mean, you have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo showing up here as well. Could be an Aries as well. So, take it how it resonates. Could be any sign. But I do feel there's like a admirer or in your energy or around you. This person could be coming in through friends, which I feel like I've said to you in the past, but you have the Five of Wands here. This is the good stuff. So again, the Five of Wands is going to be positive no matter what. But the Five of Wands to me can definitely represent meeting, even not in the good stuff. I personally don't mind the Five of Wands. Yeah, it can be conflict and competition, but these people are training. They are learning how to fight. They're using sticks. They're not using swords to fight. So, to me, it's really a card of learning and educating yourself and learning through experience as well. But what I would say here is, again, it's also, to me, a card of socializing. And so I feel if you want love, you could be meeting someone through that. I also feel this could be one of your dreams, though. Again, that fish in that cup, it could just be something that he is dreaming about, that he is dreaming of creating. And I feel like the Five of Wands is saying, doesn't matter if there is competition. It doesn't matter if a million people are doing what you want to do. If you're meant to do something, you will do it. I always say, to me, it doesn't matter how many people are doing the things that you want to do in life. If something is meant for you, it's meant for you. And it's just that simple. So I feel it's time to get started. For some of you, I feel that really it is meant for you to be, be famous. Maybe not literally famous, but I feel some of you could be getting a lot of attention, or you could be taking some sort of crown, which we see right here. This is the path to glory on the Temperance card, and that crown, it could be just some sort of crown that you're trying to get, like you're trying to become well known for something, or maybe you're working towards becoming an expert in some field. And so if you're doing that, this to me would say there's a lot of success for you in that, in doing that, right? It's like, I always tell people, speaking of TikTok, like if you look at TikTok, there are pretty much experts that do freaking everything and it's like some of them have blown up on TikTok. And it's like, if you look at them, if you look at the information, it's probably nothing all that special to other experts in that field, right? So it's like you might be an expert doctor or something like that. Start a TikTok. Start getting on social media. Your information is what I'm getting here is like you might have information to share that might seem simple to you, but to other people, it's like super valuable. With the Temperance card, you have the Three of Swords. Again, this is coming up in the good stuff. So you could be healing from a heartbreak or a separation. This would say that you finally have moved on and you've forgiven the situation. With the Five of Wands, you have the Justice card, your card, you showing up in a very strong position here. I love when people show up as themselves. It puts you kind of in a position of power and strength in the reading and really allows you to get what you want from the reading as well. With the Page of Cups, you have the Ace of Swords, definitely a victory coming in for you. This could also be communication coming in for you as well. I do feel that if you are meeting a person at this time, that it will probably just start out as communication, and then it will go from there. So, with all the retrogrades, I think it's perfectly acceptable to just, meet a person and take your time. You have this Torch card. It says spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Yeah, well, this is like all the lessons that you've learned. We see a lot of what I would call lesson energy in this reading. And I feel you're finally kind of getting to the end of all these lessons and not having to worry about it so much. You have this Lilies card. It says this Tulip card. Sorry. It says great passion on it. And we are in a time of passion. I've literally been saying to everyone, for whatever reason, this week, every single person has had something about passion. I really believe that we're in a time of passion where we need to invite more passion, desire into our lives. But that could be, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be love. It could be you doing a hobby. It could be you just enjoying your hobbies, enjoying something that you enjoy. Maybe you enjoy reading. Read more. I think we need to do more of the things that we love. The universe is asking people to attract more of this energy into their lives. You have this Finger card. It says, warning you of a problem either now or in the future. Yeah, I would pay attention to any warning signs here. I would also but really I feel this is more repeat cycle. Judgment, Nine of Swords. It's like saying, do you really need to learn this lesson again? So if you have learned a lesson, if you've been through a lesson or have been learning something, it's like saying, do you need to repeat this? Probably not. You have this Tower card. It says solid foundation, success with effort. So again, there clearly is going to be a lot of success that you're building upon, especially if you're building something new. You have this Hills card. It says obstacles to overcome. These are hills, not mountains, so don't be afraid to climb those mountains. Again, Five Wands. I like to remind people with the Five Wands is like, yeah, there might be competition to something you're doing, and yes, there might be obstacles to what you're doing, but this might be a good thing, because if there are obstacles, if it's not easy, that means it's hard to do. But maybe you can do something well, like a talent, gift, skill, or ability. maybe it's hard to do, but at the same time, that means there's little competition, or it means the competition can't keep up, right? So I feel for a lot of you, it's like maybe there's something that you can do in your life that would make you very successful, and maybe it's hard for the most part, but at the same time, it kind of sets you apart. So don't be afraid to do those things. But this looks very good. So thank you for being here, Libra, and definitely enjoy your week.